Right, so what's happening is the courier is after landing to the gym with the 3 newest pieces of equipment the 3 new Watson pieces. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. I'm under pressure. I shouldn't really be videoing right now, but I'm gonna quickly just introduce this. So we're under pressure. The stuff is in 3 huge crates seemingly. This is the only little bit of information we got. The machines are already assembled, so we don't know how the fuck we're gonna get them up the stairs to the gym. And obviously, being the world's worst fucking vloggers, we left the Canon at home. So that's why I'm on the way back here now at the house collecting the Canon. So we're gonna try and get all this on video. I'm actually driving Big D's Peugeot. I think it's a good time to let people know it's a fucking piece of shit. I know, it's just a bit different to my own. And it's quite hard to do both, so I'm gonna hop off here. I'm pretty sure when I land back up to the gym, the picture's gonna be a big, large Arctic truck and 2 fucking fuckers outside like this. Not knowing what to do. We'll see now. And this is the picture of the 2 clueless cunts. Killy knows what he's doing, but Kev and Dave haven't a clue what the fuck is going on. So we have to get this, and this in those small doors up the stairs, up there. We don't know how the fuck we're gonna do this, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna take you through. There's Kev signing the fucking papers. So this is the stuff that people don't see, the hard work that goes into fucking running a successful gym. Say bye. Sound fucker that fellow is.
The 2 foremen, stand here. Mine goes away.
Got the first bit up there. Heavy lifting, 5x5 done. Let's see how it's looking. Say hi, Lucy. Say hi. Don't be shy. Just the lads here at it again. This is going to be the seated cable row to stand it up. Ben, say hi. Say hi, say hi. No, don't attack me. More boys in now. Big D has the clue what the fuck he's at. So the next piece of equipment, the conundrum we have, is getting the line leg curl up. It's a lot of stacks there. It's a big machine. Put it halfway up.
So what's the plan?
Yeah, what is the plan? Just to make sure.
To get this tilted back.
Right. So,
you take the weight of that.
We need to
get this bit as far forward there as possible. Okay, tilt back.
Exactly.
Just job half done.
It's supposed to be like you lifting wash machines and stuff. Shite. That's what I was thinking. You know, you're benching, you're so used to doing it one way.
practice.
It's practice. Yeah. Farmers a bit better.
Yeah.
3/4 of the way up.
Teams, your vlog, these are available in Sam's.
Plug anything else there you want, Killy?
Drop to you.
Yes, drop to you.
People power delivery.
Link in the description. Link in the description.
We do delivery up the door as well.
You need to lift your up a bit higher, Kev. Where at? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and you walk straight, Kev. Okay. Yeah, and turn it around towards that one. That's it. Right, Eve, lead the way, so. Someone has to show me.
Got the line leg curl. 20-minute job, but it's done. 3, 2, 1. Don't be at it. I'm scared shitless of dogs. So last piece of equipment to go up is the heavy duty leg press. So this one might be a little bit easier because there's no weights on it. It's very, very big and it's heavy duty, so we'll see how we get on. Squad there. Okay, what does it feel like? What does it feel like? Very proud man. His first ever Watson equipment. Told me he'd be getting it there about 5 years ago. He's not lying. He means business.
We've ample amount of bodies. Now here, get Paul Dini or Dave.
Oh sweet Jesus.
That's me going to straight there.
No, you're coming the door here.
Kev hasn't a clue what the fuck is going on. Put it down. The next problem we're facing is this. It's too wide to fit in the door. So we try and take it out with an Allen key. And that's what Mick is trying to do. So hopefully we get this in the last machine. Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Are you drill that out again, Mick? You drill it out. Drill down through it and keep breaking until it pops down.
Right, so back up for a second attempt to get this leg press up. It's the last machine we have to haul up, and earlier on we couldn't get it up because there was two pieces that were too wide. So we've had a handyman, shout out to Tommy Light, come and take it apart, and hopefully now we're going back up to lift it up. Let's see. So that piece that I was talking about earlier on, it was fixed in here, is gone. So the job is on. Success, we got it up. Happy days. That is 8th job done. 3 sick new pieces of equipment gone up. I remember Kev told me, a little story going back now. Kev told me about, I'd say 4 years ago, he was like, right, here we're going putting this here, we're putting this here, we're putting this here. And the gym has eventually worked out exactly the way that he had envisioned it. The other thing he said to me though as well was, he goes, Brennan, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting Watson equipment. I don't care what the fuck I have to do to get it, but I'm getting it. And back then I was like to him, geez Kev, that's awful expensive equipment. But I believed him. Now it's taken some time, but the 3 new pieces of equipment that came today, Watson equipment, he said he was going to get them, he got them. Just want to say, Kev, a message to you. I'm proud, brother. We made it. So that's it. But we're going to give you an in-depth look at the 3 pieces of equipment, what they look like, what they do, and how to work them. So.
Hey everyone, so today was one of the best days I've had since I've opened, one of the most exciting days I've had since I've opened. My Watson gym equipment finally arrived at the gym, so every time I get new gym equipment it's always really exciting, but never as much so as this. I've wanted these bits of kit from this brand for so long now. If you told me 2 years ago that I was going to have some Watson gym equipment in my gym, I would have laughed at you. I would have said that that's unbelievable, but here I am and it's here now. So I got 3 pieces. I'll go through them in a little more detail in a minute, but I suppose I learned about Watson gym equipment from Charles Poliquin. He designed stuff for them. A lot of you know I'm a big fan of him, and I always kind of take inspiration from what methods he's using, equipment he's using, and always try and get it as close as possible. You know, it's probably unrealistic to set up a gym here for $500,000, but you'd be surprised what you can do with far less, and how effective and how close you can get to one of the world-class gyms. Basically, with these 3 pieces of equipment, we'll start with the leg press first. So Dave is just going to demonstrate all 3 of them. With the leg press, it's really heavy duty. All Watson gym equipment comes with a lifetime guarantee, which is unbelievable. So the only thing I'd ever have to change is maybe the leather or something. The rest is lifetime guaranteed. It's so smooth, really wide pads, so you can change the foot stance from really wide back to a narrow, or really high up on the pad for more glute emphasis, or down lower down the bottom for more quad emphasis. It's really the perfect leg press. The next machine we used after that was the lion leg curl, so the face down leg curl. This is such an important machine for hamstring development. I've heard so many times over the years that you can rate a gym based on the hamstring equipment it has, And I found that to be so true from my experience personally training people, that they are so weak in the hamstrings, and if you have someone that's weak in the hamstrings that can't contract them properly, you're going to have a real tough time showing them how to squat properly, showing them how to split squat properly. So isolation work for the hamstrings is so important. So as you can see, the hips, you push your hips down into the pad, squeeze back up, while the leg is more or less straight, slight bend in the hips, and you can really feel that contraction in your hamstrings, which is all important because it affects so many other movements like deadlifts and squats outside of it. And it really is, like I said already, hard to hit that muscle properly unless you have that machine or even another seated or standing variation, which we're lucky enough to have here, the seated variation as well. The last machine is the seated cable row, a super machine because it's so important for the structural balance in the upper body. Seated cable rows are a fantastic exercise for the lats and for teaching people how to retract their shoulder blades, retract their scapulas, and really pull down towards the belly button and with their chest up high. In my experience, it really is the 80-20 of getting better posture. Face pulls and seated cable rows, they are so important. If your gym doesn't have these, you are going to have big struggle correcting your posture, okay? And if you are struggling to contract the lats, to engage the lats, to build up the lats, what's going to happen eventually is your shoulder pain is going to start from pressing movements, because the lat is what gives the shoulder stability while you're pressing on a bench or a shoulder press or any of the angles in between there. Basically, why did I decide to spend so much on these 3 specific bits of equipment? Because I looked in so many places for a good leg press, couldn't find one for cheaper that did the same job, so I had to get a more expensive leg press. Looked at so many places for a good lying leg curl. They're very difficult to find. You won't see lying leg curl in too many gyms, but they make a huge difference to the people who use them and train them. Weight training is all about getting good at the split squats, deadlifts, hex bars. Lying leg curls speed up that process so much, especially if you're a beginner starting off with weight training, or if you've had trouble in the past with torn hamstrings or stiff hip flexors. And that's why we decided it was definitely worth the investment to invest in a really good piece of kit for the hamstrings in that lying position. The last one, the seated cable row, again, I looked for cheaper alternatives. I'm definitely not the gym owner that's looking for the dearest possible stuff out there. I can't afford it. I buy all my stuff without taking out a loan. Seated cable row is just a fantastic machine for engaging the lats. Building the lats good and strong is so important in posture and, like I said, shoulder health. People are so much stronger in the front, in the pec muscles, in the pressing muscles than they are rowing. And when they row with the barbell, it's very hard to teach good technique. TRX rows and rows on rings and stuff like that, okay, they're great, but a lot like the other hamstring variations, you are not going to be able to row properly and contract your lats. You'll end up doing a shrug type exercise instead of rowing properly. But the seated row really works the muscles so hard, while it's easy to maintain good technique provided you have a good coach there. But if you're rowing and your shoulders are going up like that, waste of time. You might as well not be rowing at all. It's not going to do you any good. In fact, it may even be doing you bad by causing more structural imbalance around the shoulder joint. That's definitely not something you want moving forward for your pressing or for your pulling, or even to look at image-wise aesthetically. So I hope that explains why I got these machines, why they're so important, and why I decided to go dear on these specific pieces of kit rather than going cheaper and something that's not as effective. You see a lot of functional trainers out there, they're everywhere, all over the place at the minute, and all they're doing is picking exercises that they like or that they think are more functional, which they aren't, but that's an argument for another day. I prefer to pick what is the most effective exercise for getting the job done, for getting someone stronger, for getting someone leaner, getting someone's better posture. What's the most effective? Not what do I like, but what's most effective. And that's how I decided to pick up these bits of kit. It just so happens that the best gyms in the world also have these as well. It's obviously a massive boost. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you ever want to call down, try out the new pieces of equipment, just let me know. Might just change your life like we are with a lot of people at the minute. So very inspiring time to be in the gym with us here. Thanks for watching, guys.
Hi everybody on the sun. Everybody under the sun. Under the sun. Everything. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
There you go.